was a self-made millionaire, and I, a millionaire. We met at a gala on the outskirts of Paris. Though Miami was his home and New York was mine, I'm a sucker for Cubans, and his voice was divine.
Excuse me, señorita. Would you like, would you care for more wine?
That's not your job. Cabernet would be fine.
I can't resist. You look at your lips, so bluntly without champagne to say it.
How astute, so attentive. What's your incentive? As if I needed to ask, I knew exactly his plan. Never have I ever met a complicated man. So we left hip to hand, but I'd be damned if he got his way. So I stopped him outside and said, "You've been a delight, but this is my ride." I didn't think much of it. He's a flirt and I'm a tease, but he wasn't satisfied.
Can I see you again, please?
I passed him my card. It was all in good fun. Little did I know, Rico Suave lived life on the run. He sought me in Manhattan. I showed him my place.
Wow, this is so nice place. Can I stay a few days?
You don't have a hotel? You know, the Waldorf's a dream.
Oh, I don't like hotels, so noisy. Your home is serene. But my only dream is just in front of me.
I didn't suspect he'd rob me. He had money of his own. But something felt off. The man was well off and full grown, but refused to take me out. We spent 3 days in my home, and all he wanted to do was cook. Monday morning struck. Said, "All right, Papi, time to go."
No, Mommy, I haven't even made you arroz con pollo.
Cafe Havana's down the street. I think I'll be all right. But I've got people on the way. I have a huge event tonight.
On the way? What kind of people? Why didn't you tell me before?
You kind of invited yourself, and someone's at the door.
Stop. Let them wait. Stay. Come with me one more day.
Carlos, it has been delicious, but you've exhausted your stay. I made my way to the foyer and greeted my guests with a kiss on each cheek. My stylist, Rita Ann, looked ever so chic. We exchanged pleasantries and novelty, and then she froze and could hardly speak. She pointed past my shoulder. "Is that a man I see?" I was hoping he'd use the side door. Couldn't a gentleman use some discretion? But Rita Ann had seen it all, so I began my confession. Well, it may look like I had a little rendezvous, but here's the truth. I followed her gaze and saw something uncouth. Carlos was wearing my favorite silk robe, reading glasses, and had a scarf tied round his head. The man moved fast. His lips were bright red.
Hi, I'm Carlita. Nice to meet you. Take care, mamacita. Bye.
He dashed out the door. Donning my belongings, but I could hardly object. I needed a moment to pause, reflect, and self-collect. "I didn't know you were into that sort of thing," Rita Ann said with a wink. Good thing I have long since stopped caring what people think. I blacked out the whole affair until several months later. Saw a familiar face in the paper. Cold case cracked by a federal investigator. Turns out my cute Cuban cook had murdered 6 women, all of whom are now episodes on some true crime show, the last of which took place at a Parisian chateau. Eventually, curiosity got the best of me. I phoned him up in prison and asked, "Why not me?" And I swear his answer could make history. But we're just about out of time, so for now, that must remain a mystery.